Welcome to this week's edition of the Friday Five. I'm Ben Rosehart. Happy to be joined by our guest this week from our women's water polo team here at Concordia, Josie Miller. Josie, how we doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
It's been a crazy week, but we're excited that it's Friday, TGIF. I wanted to say, again, thanks for doing this, and let's jump right into our five questions. My first one for you, question number one, could you tell us about your major and a dream job you would love to have someday?
I'm a kines major, and my dream job is to be a sports medicine doctor. I've always wanted to do that, and it's just been a dream of mine to come back and work out of college and work with student athletes.
So far in your time here, how have you been able to evolve and learn and just be around? Because that's such a strong, major here at our school. It's pretty unique, opportunity.
To be honest, it's a lot different coming from a community into here, especially with the kines realm. Here, it's a lot more competitive, and back at Cyprus, it was a lot more like, this is what you got to learn. But here, it's more like, this is what you got to do for internships. It's a lot more directile instead of like overall.
And I'm sure that's pretty cool to see as you evolve and get closer to your degree. Want to also ask you, obviously as a senior on the water polo team now, how have you been directing, with your role and with the other upperclassmen when you joined last year, and then how have you been navigating this year? I know it's such an unorthodox year for everyone.
It's a crazy year, especially last semester. I came in the middle of the year, so I was brand new, and the girls welcomed me with open arms. It was very nice. And for this semester, I'm kind of just stepping in the role of like, hey, I know this is weird. Like, we went through it last semester. Let me give you big open arms and let's help you out and help you through this and try and make you as comfortable as we can.
That's a great approach. Absolutely. And when you're in the pool, games you played in the past, what gives you the biggest thrill for people that maybe, don't know as much about water polo or maybe haven't followed it as much as like, the really strong fan?
For me, especially when I'm playing, it's more the matter of the fact when I get that big, strong girl that came out of high school as like a 5-star recruit going to USC or UCLA, and I get to go up against her and match her and just destroy her. It's the best feeling in the world because it's just like, all right, you thought you're top dog, but listen here.
That's such a great approach. I love that attitude. You're not backing down from anyone. It's a challenge, but it's not going to be, an easy day in the pool, or at the park for the opponent. I love that approach. My next question is basketball related, because you had mentioned on your bio that you're a basketball fan, LA Clippers, and also a Blake Griffin fan. So I'm wondering if you've recovered from that breakup and if you still follow both the Clippers and Blake as well now that he's a Detroit Piston.
Me and Blake have a complicated relationship right now. I support him. He's still one of my favorite basketball players, along with Kobe, Westbrook, and CP3 and Harden. I look up to those guys and their work ethic. It's insane. But if they would love to come to the Clippers with CUI and everyone, that would really make my heart. Show the Lakers what's up.
I could see you having a very good marketing future as well, if needed. It was very, very well politically correct. No, that's really cool. He's an exciting player, and a lot of exciting players there in both the Lakers and the Clippers, obviously.
Yeah.
But also, we always like to kind of have our fifth question here on the Friday Five be the same, a tradition. What's one of your favorite memories since you first stepped on CUI's campus, whether it's water polo related or not?
Is it right? It could be a tough
one. Sure.
They're both in the pool. It was when we played against Toronto and against, actually, no, 3. They're all in the pool. When I scored 2 goals against SC, that was very exciting because they're always number 1 ranked. Toronto game, that was the closest game all season. And it was just back to back, and all the girls came together, and it was just a beautiful thing to see.
It was crazy. I remember that. Yes.
Oh, it was great. And then LMU. I can't decide which one's my favorite because all those are we see the girls coming together and playing so well and communicating and us just having so much fun and seeing us upset such a strong team.
What stands out to you about the LMU? Kind of a bonus question here for you. The LMU game.
The LMU game, they are always ranked and they're always higher up. They're in our conference. And when we played against LMU, we lost by like 1 or 2. And the whole entire game, it was always neck and neck. And there's multiple times where they always just underestimate us, and we always stepped up to the plate. And it was just a beautiful thing to see, and it made my heart warm, and it made me realize this is the reason why I came here. It's such a strong community here.
That's very poetic. And again, thank you for being our guest this week and sharing some of those awesome stories. We wish you and your teammates the best of luck, and with all your classwork as well. Thank you again for being our guest, Josie Miller from the women's water polo team here at CUI. Everybody have a great weekend.
Have a good one.